What's going on, everybody? If you're seeing my charts right now, you can see we did end the day in profit. I was having some camera difficulties earlier, but we got them fixed. So if you want to see how the day played out, watch the video to the end. Other than that, appreciate you watching. Now back to the video. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing this morning? I hope we are off to a great start. Let's see what the market has in store for us today. So it looks like this morning we are coming off of this level right here, which is a 5660 level. And looks like that's where price is currently coming off of. Looks like that's what we reached, this 56 level, and it came back to it. It's currently trading off of that level right now. So let's see what that remains to be seen. We do have some news coming out this week, so let's check our news. What's today? Today is the 26th. Looks like we have some consumer confidence coming out, and then we have some Aussie news coming out, so that's not really gonna affect us all that much. But what this doesn't show is that we do have earnings reports coming out this month for some of our biggest market movers. So that remains to be seen, guys. If you watched my video last week, of course, I only my last trading days are on Wednesdays. But if you watched my video last week, I was talking about price making a comeback to this 5600 level. That's where we're gonna see it. That's where we were gonna see it end on that day, and sure enough, we are up to 5660 and then some. So the price did make a sharp move up. We are in a bull case right now, but of course, as always, guys, the trades remain to be seen right now. So the way I'm looking at this right now is we are at 5660 right now, where my cursor currently is on the right screen. So we'll see how 5660 holds. As you can see, it stayed in this range overnight, and it's been bouncing off of 5660 for the last couple of hours. So I'm looking, either the market's going to want to push up somewhere towards 5690, or it's going to do kind of a sort of a pullback or break down past 5630. So 5630 is down here. So either the market might do some sort of a breakdown and pullback to 5630 or lower, because remember 5620 was pretty significant last week as well. That's where market kept coming back down to smack the moving average and go back up. So 5660 does look important. It is bouncing off of that level right now. It got to 5660 last week. Well, this is Friday, and completely shot down all the way back down to 5600 and then some. So they came back, did a liquidity grab, moved back up, and now we are where we are now. So we may see a pullback, to 5630, or I think we're looking to a push up of 5690, just depending on how everything goes today. But of course, guys, that does remain to be seen. It's 8:36 my time. I don't trade for pretty much the first half hour unless I see a pretty powerful setup. So we'll see what happens, guys. These candles right here on my hourly chart have been pretty small, so there wasn't a whole lot of volume in the overnight session. So we'll see what happens today. But in the short term, I'm looking either to a move down to 5630 or upwards towards 5690 if, and that's a big if, 5660 holds. And right now it is holding above 5660 as we speak, but we may get an initial pullback before the run back up, or a correction where the price starts to move a little further down than expected, kind of like what happened on Friday. We had the push up, and then this was a correction to the downside. They needed to fund this move here. So every move that's made needs to be funded in either direction. So they brought price back down here into this 56.60 and below. But notice, guys, it didn't break past 55.70. If it would have broke past 55.70, it probably would have gone further down. We'd be looking at more of a downside play today. But it is pushing up pretty hard off of 56.60. So we'll see what the market wants to do. As always, guys, if you're going to watch the time lapse, make sure you watched either chart and the time so you can see where price is in conjunction with time. With that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and lock in as always. Throw some music on in my headphones, lock in, and see if we can catch a trade. As always, all right, fam. So RTP was hit a little while ago. I was just kind of staying in the market to kind of just analyze things to see where else it's gonna go. I do believe we're gonna get a recovery. Maybe not right now, but I do believe we're gonna get some sort of recovery. So let me break down my logic. So first and foremost, and you can see right here, as I was talking about this morning, 56.60 was the level that price had reached again. So as you see, this was Friday, so this must have been Thursday. So Thursday, price got smacked down, came back, retested the level, smacked down, came back, retested the level, came back, smacked down. So I wasn't trading these days, but you can see it broke 56.60, kind of just stayed here for a little while, got this long wick here at 56.60. I saw this rejection candle happen, wasn't enough volume. I saw the volume spike, and then I entered the trade next candle, and then price finally broke down. Price finally broke down from 660. So initially on my Renko side, I was taking the trade from a volume spike, not only from the volume spike, but also from a resistance level, which was 5660. And as the trade was progressing, another important level where I got stopped out in profit was 5650. So right here where you see this pink candle, it came down. It was fighting at 5650 for a little while. Came down and it came back to wick it, retested, so it wicked me out in profit anyway, so I was in profit no matter what. And then price broke down 5660, and as if y'all were watching, I mean, since the beginning of the video, I said price is probably gonna want to see 5630 if we get, which is this right here, 5630 right here where my crosshair is. Price is going to want to see 5630 if we get a breakdown of 5660, which we did. Now I could have gotten in on this candle, which is a continuation candle, but that is way more risky. And since we've already secured pretty good profit this morning, I don't see a reason to get into the continuation candle. But price is coming down. Look at this, smacking 5630, just shy. Came down to 5631 to a T, but it's seeing 5630 pretty much in that range. Y'all are watching this live, guys. This is not me doing market replay or playback or nothing like that. Y'all are watching this live. So looks like it's coming down to 5630. 5630 did play a big part because, as you can see, this is where price came back down to. Of course, it wicked below it, took some orders out, came back down to it, took some orders out at 5600, but eventually found support. Price eventually found support at 5630. So if I'm going to continue to trade today, I'm going to look for it to either find support here or keep breaking down to the downside. But honestly, I do think we're going to get some sort of a recovery. Just as far as the market move this morning, I had a feeling the market move was going to be to the downside. But of course, I don't go based on feelings alone. I make sure everything is in place. So we were at a place of resistance. As you can see, it was resistance on Thursday, was resistance on Friday, was resistance on Monday. And of course, I got my reversal candle, but I don't enter on the reversal candle. So sometimes being early can also be the same thing as being wrong. You know, so you got to make sure you get more confluence. So we got the spike in volume. I entered the trade. We made our profit. But see, price came down to this 5630. And I say 5630, I mean, it does react to the exact price, but it's in also the 5630 range. So it's not going to exactly, it may not come to 5630 to the absolute dot, you know, but in the range of 5630. And it looks like it wants to find some support here at 5630. And if it does, in fact, want to make a recovery. So if we get a recovery at 5630 and it holds really well, I think we'll go back up to 5660 or higher. Or what could also be the case is that it holds at 5630 for a little while, comes back maybe towards 5650, somewhere in this range, can't quite make it to the top, goes further down. So those are some scenarios, guys. If you're going to be in these markets, you're going to be watching this video on Tuesday because it's being recorded on Monday, but we are done for the day. I may or may not take some trades. If I do take some trades off camera, of course, I'll let y'all know. But overall, W for today. We'll take it. But real quick, before we end the video, you see this big rundown, right? It's huge rundown. So what's happening to volume, though? It's a lot of rundown. So these are just this is where, since this volume isn't really there, I'm assuming after this happened, that was a lot of algorithms just kind of ticking it down. You know, it's a lot of algorithms coming in and just ticking price down. But if I do take some more trades off camera, I'll definitely let y'all know on the next video. But as always, guys, stay sharp, stay steady, and trade well. Thank you for watching. Also, real quick before we leave, just make sure to drop a comment below. Just go ahead, give me some feedback. Let me know how I'm doing. I really love feedback, and I love to communicate with you guys on any questions y'all may have about this trading stuff. So we'll see y'all on the next one.